It's late. Or it's early morning, and I'm walking home alone. When there's a noise behind me, somewhere to the left, and my brain decides, this is it. This is how you die. All that time you spent reading about girls, women, who have been assaulted and murdered and left for some poor jogger to discover at 5 a.m. the next morning. The articles, the names in the headlines, and now you're going to be one of them. And all I can think is, if this really is it, if someone, a man, is about to jump out of the shadows and grab me, if I die now, when they clean out my room, my parents are going to look in the bottom drawer of my bedside table and find a half-eaten packet of Tim Tams, a hot pink vibrator, and a stupid little notebook full of handwritten notes of all the things that I was worried about. And I know that's a fucked up thought to have. I know this is all a little morbid, and the noise I'm hearing is probably just the wind or a fox or something. But I can't stop picturing my grieving parents looking through the belongings of their recently murdered daughter and finding out she was in fact an actual, real, adult human with desires and flaws just like everyone else. And look, I know some people talk to their parents about that sort of stuff, but I don't have that sort of relationship with mine. I don't. And that's fine. It just means that when I imagine them going through my bedside drawers, it causes me physical pain. And I know in that scenario it wouldn't even matter, I'd be dead. But part of me thinks that the embarrassment would be strong enough that I would feel that from beyond the grave. Fuck, I better not die tonight. And logically, yeah, I know it's unlikely. I'm only a few streets away from home, and by the time I get there, I'll have realised the noise I think I'm hearing is, well, it's probably just in my head. And I feel stupid for holding my keys so tightly and tensing every muscle in my body, and for thinking about this guy I'm seeing, Tom, and how I really need to end things because, well, for a number of reasons, but mainly right now I'm thinking how fucking annoying it would be if I die and he gets to milk the shit out of playing with a dead girlfriend for months, years even. Not that we've actually had that conversation yet. You know, the whole are we boyfriend, girlfriend, kindergarten bullshit, but that won't matter if I die. If I'm murdered walking home, he's probably going to think, well, we were close enough. We would have been. Might as well say girlfriend. It'll get me more sympathy, more paid leave than chick I was seeing / dating / fucking / I don't know what we were exactly, but the point is she's dead now and I'm pretty fucking depressed. So yeah, I really need to end this. But like, imagine I die before I get the chance to say, you know what? You're a bit shit. I'm done. I don't have time for your crap anymore. No dick is that good. Dick is worth that. Worth putting up with the fuckwit it's attached to. Yeah, I realise that's messed up. That's not what I should be thinking about. If I honest to God do believe I'm going to be about to die, but that's where my mind's gone, okay? Oh. The police are probably going to look through my phone. I mean, they have to, right? I've just been found dead in some bush. They're going to have to go through my Google Maps search history. And then they're going to feel obliged to tell my parents where I was. So they're going to know that I wasn't having a study session at Harper's. I was at some bar. I mean, the autopsy report will probably reveal that anyway. Had a couple of drinks tonight. but that was a few hours ago, and I'm sober now. Sober enough to know that there is definitely still a rustling noise behind me. Something or someone could quite possibly be following me. If I was still drunk, my friends would not have let me catch the train home. Someone would have put me in an Uber, but the alcohol had pretty much left my system by the time we called it a night. I'd been talking to this guy with a real mop of a haircut, the type I thought went out of style in 2010. And he was banging on about Quentin Tarantino and kindly taking the time out of his night to educate me on how most people who call themselves fans lack a true appreciation for the darker symbolism of Tarantino. And I was just in the middle of thinking about how much I desperately did not care. He came over to tell me she was leaving, and I too decided to make my exit. Have to admit, did feel a bit jealous of Harper hugging her goodbye. I mean, she lives like 2 streets away from where we were in an apartment close to campus. Well, student accommodation. It's a bit of a shithole. They have mould and a rat problem, apparently. And they've been trying to get maintenance to fix the drip from the shower head for close to 8 months now. But still, she gets to wake up 10 minutes before our bio lecture if she wants. She throws on a hoodie, chugs some coffee, grabs her laptop, phone, keys, and she's out the door. If class starts at 10, I'm up at 8. Oh. Like tomorrow, fuck. And she always says I can stay at hers if I need to, but I can't bring myself to go to class the next day in the same clothes, not having showered or brushed my teeth, with my laptop on 14%. Told my parents I'd be home later. Oh, I always say, all right, well, text me when you get home. I will. And I forget sometimes. Is that bad? It just slips my mind. I'll see Harp the next day in class and she'll be like, oh good, you're alive. And I'll feel guilty for a couple of seconds, but really, like she's probably seen I've been active on Messenger and assumed as much. I wonder what she'd say tomorrow if I didn't show up. She might message something funny. I hope you're not lying dead in a dingy alleyway somewhere. Because even if you are, you ain't getting my bio notes, dickhead. Can't believe you ditched me like this. And then later, when she got the phone call, when she found out what really happened, she'd feel guilty. And I wouldn't blame her. I mean, I'd probably say something similar if she bailed on me in that mind-numbing lecture. But she wouldn't. Sure, she cuts it close, but she's always there. We sit together and we exchange looks every time the teacher tries to make the content more relatable to us kids by including a homemade meme. And tomorrow will be no exception because I've already decided that I can't die tonight. Sure, I'm pretty much convinced by this point that someone is in fact following me. But I can't be certain. Because this is how I feel most nights walking home. Someone could always be following me. But something is a bit different tonight. It's not just the rustling of leaves. Something pushes my heart a little further up my throat. I know, I hear footsteps. I go through my options. Fake a phone call, that's meant to be a good one. Better yet, make a real phone call. But it's like 2 a.m, who would pick up? I could just keep walking. Hope I'm wrong. Hope no one attacks me. But if I'm right, I've led him straight to my doorstep, given him my address. I could run. But he'd probably run after me and probably be faster. And then when he did reach me, I wouldn't have as much energy left to fight him off. And then it comes to me. Turn around. That's what I meant to do. I don't know how I know. They must have told us in school, or maybe I heard it from a friend. If a man tries to follow you, he's walking behind you, slowing down when you slow down, speeding up when you speed up. Turn around, confront him, because he won't be expecting it. Men expect you to stay silent and for it to be easy, so make it difficult, make it noisy. Turn around and yell, "What are you doing? Stop following me! Don't you fucking come anywhere near me!" And 9 times out of 10, that'll scare him off. He'll shit himself and make a run for it before the neighbours start opening their front doors, coming out onto the street to find out what all the commotion is about. Well, it's late. Or it's early. Everyone's probably asleep. No one's coming to rescue me. But I guess I just have to hope that in that moment of panic, that won't cross his mind. He'll be so startled by the fact that I've turned around, he won't know what to do. Then panic will set in and he'll make a run for it. I'll make it home and I'll be safe. I can hear him now, getting closer. Come on, you got this. 9 times out of 10, tonight is not the night you die. Just turn around. Just turn around.